Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of 77 Questions with Chesa Dental Care. This week we have Dr. Preeti Lamba with us. Hello doctor, how are you?
Hi Sakshi, I'm very good. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for giving your time to us,
Thank you.
ma'am. Are you ready for 77 questions?
Definitely. Please go ahead.
Okay, let's do this. Where are you from?
I am from Mumbai, born and brought up here.
One thing you love about Mumbai.
I like the energy of the city, the liveliness, you can say.
What is one outdoor activity you love doing in Mumbai?
I love the street food. I am a total foodie, so I love having vada pav, pani puri, everything which is available outside. Yeah,
Okay. One word for Mumbai monsoon.
beautiful.
Okay. What do you find yourself doing a lot these days?
All thanks to the lockdown, in a way, I am spending a lot of quality family time. I'm reading on and off, dental as well as non-dental stuff, and of course, there's the binge watching happening on Netflix.
Yeah. I know the times are really uncertain right now, but can you make one projection about your life from 1 year now?
As you said, the times are uncertain, so I think Corona has like really jolted us to such a reality that we're taking it one day at a time for now. So it will be difficult, but yes, we were to move to a bigger space for my clinic, and
Okay.
if we can do that next year, let's be positive.
Okay, that's great. What do you do on your days off?
So on my days off, I do cook a lot. I love cooking for my family, and again, then get some sleep, and of course, reading.
Okay. Any lifestyle store you swear by?
A couple of them which I like. I like shopping from Marks and Spencer. There's Vero Moda, and then there's this brand which I like known as Kazo, and
Okay.
I like the dresses they give. So, a couple of them actually.
Okay. Do you like to travel?
Yes, I love traveling.
Favorite country you have visited?
So I have been to London, UK, and I really like that, and Scotland, of course. Yes, both of them.
Most favorite vacation spot?
I love going to beaches. So Bali is one of my favorite places, and of course the food there is amazing. So yes,
Okay. Since you mentioned you travel a lot, one favorite restaurant across the world?
across the world. So the place where I live in Mumbai has right below my apartment. There are these two restaurants known as China Bistro and India Bistro.
Okay.
And we just before Corona, of course, we like it's like our go-to place. Practically, we will be there say once or twice a month. So that is, in fact, even the whole staff there, everyone knows us. My children, they are just so friendly with us. So I think yes, that is my go-to place because the food is good, the ambience is great, and it's just there for us.
One dish that you love or enjoy cooking the most?
Again, there are many in this. I love cooking non-vegetarian, chicken curries and all. I am a big fan of Asian food. So
Okay.
I like making a lot of Thai curry, Burmese khao sui, a lot of Asian food basically. Stir fries.
What kind of music you enjoy the most?
It's Bollywood for me.
Okay. Since you said you have been binge watching so many shows, any current favorite movie or show that you would like to recommend?
Actually, there are many which I have watched on Amazon, on Netflix. It's just so I finished four more shots. Then I was watching some other movie. Then I just happened to see Shakuntala Devi last night. So yes, it's just like going on, hopping from
Yeah.
one movie to the other. It's not
Yeah.
constant.
Okay. Do you read?
Yes, I do.
Any three books that you would like to suggest?
So reading, I actually read a lot of books which are for motivation. I would like something like the 5 a.m. Club, which I would say, and then I enjoyed reading The Secret, then The Three Biggest Mistakes of My Life by Chetan Bhagat. So things which are like light, easy, and which just motivate you. And of course, a major part of my reading is dentistry. This is the non-dental thing which I restrict myself to.
Yeah, and I have read all three books that you have just said, and yeah, they are amazing. Like they're really motivating books.
Yeah, they are.
So, other than cooking, do you have any other hobby or any other thing that you like doing?
So, as I said, I like to travel a lot, and music, of course, that is my go-to thing. That's it. And dentistry.
Okay, you also mentioned that you like dancing. So, anything about it? Do you pursue it?
So, I have been a trained Kathak dancer. When I was in school, I have trained for as good as 5 years, and then I could never take it up once I reached my 8th grade because of the pressure of studies, and it becomes difficult. So I could not pursue. That is one thing which, if now I feel I need to get back to it. My daughter is getting trained in the same, so it is a wonderful thing to see her also enjoying it. So I would like to, I think, redo it now as
Wow, that's beautiful. What is your current social media obsession? Like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or YouTube?
I like both. I like Facebook and Instagram both. I have equally divided my time between them.
Okay. What is one thing that you own and you truly cherish, and you are like extremely possessive about that thing?
Yes, that has to be my workplace, my own private practice. So that is something which I'm extremely possessive about.
Okay, so speaking about work, how your work schedule has changed due to current situations?
So we are working for limited hours now. We are strictly working on appointment basis. We just keep scheduling very few appointments with a lot of inter-appointment gap for adequate sanitization. So we're trying our best to follow all the protocols as far as possible and hoping for the best.
Doctor, you look amazing. Do you follow any particular workout or exercise routine?
I do walk a lot, and I make sure that I get good amount of walks, evening walks and post dinner walks every day. Apart from that, of course, gymming now is not possible due to corona, but we try and do a lot of home exercises, as in floor exercises, a bit of burpees, planks, a bit of yoga, everything.
Now let's move on to some questions related to your childhood. So, as a child, you were a naughty kid or a shy kid?
I was very shy, very, very shy.
Okay. Your favorite subject in school?
It was science, no guesses for it.
Okay. One most memorable moment from your childhood?
So my parents were very strict, as in they were very particular about us being disciplined, especially with our eating habits as well. So we used to get the small dairy milk every Sunday evening. That was the only time we were allowed to eat a chocolate. And we used to look forward for our weekends and getting that chocolate. And it used to make us so happy. So small thing, small gesture by dad, but it just used to mean so much to us.
So if you were not a dentist, what else would you be doing?
That's tough because I always wanted to get into something related to the medical profession. But maybe if not this, maybe I would have been a chef. Maybe, yeah.
Okay. What inspired you to pursue dentistry?
So I was always interested, as I said, and as a child, I had a lot of dental issues, honestly. I had been to a dentist at a very young age. And I used to be amazed by the amount of equipment they had and the kind of work they do. So I think that kind of motivated me that yes, I want to get into something like this when I grow up. So I've been to a dentist when I was maybe 6 or 7, like very young, at a very young age. So that kind of, I think, positively reinforced me for the same.
From which college have you done your BDS?
I have graduated from Government Dental College, Mumbai.
What was your favorite subject in dentistry?
I used to love prosthodontics.
In college, were you more focused on academics or you were involved in extracurricular activities as well?
I think the final year, it was only academics. Extracurricular came into picture only in internship.
Okay. And who was your favorite teacher in college?
There are many, but we used to have our OD radio professor, Dr. Umarji sir. I'm sure a lot of us have him as our favorite, but there are many professors, you know.
What was your first job after BDS?
So I took up a house post in JJ Group of Hospitals, where I was working for 1 year.
And how was that experience?
It was great because we had this exposure to almost say 40 patients a day, and with a lot of workload. I think that is what you're looking at after internship, to just get a lot of experience, understand, diagnose properly, and start working accordingly. So it was great, I would say.
Have you done any further studies post BDS?
So I have attended a lot of courses. I have got the opportunity to go to the US after marriage, and there I was very lucky to get trained in soft tissue lasers. I have also attended a lot of composite courses from Cosmedent. So it's just constantly upgrading my knowledge was what helped me out.
Okay. Do you have your own clinic?
Yes, I do.
What is its name and how did you come up with that name?
I have named it Cosmecare Dentistry. I was always very inclined towards smile designing procedures. So that is what I decided, that I need to do something with cosmetics. So decided it as Cosmecare.
Top 3 common treatment done at your clinic.
So the number one obviously are things related to smile designing. We do a lot of it with composites, with ceramics, and the second after that would be endodontics, root canal procedures, and third obviously would be implants, which I do.
What is your favorite procedure to practice?
I actually like a bit of everything. I'm a little partial more towards doing composites. Because it's kind of, I enjoy doing it, but at the same time I like doing endo as well, root canals also. So it's a mix, it's a good balance for me for all the procedures.
Describe in one line, what's a patient's smile mean to you?
I think for them, more than me, for them it's about confidence. How you can transform someone's life by just changing the smile. So I would put it across like that. It's difficult to give it in one word though.
Yeah, I get it. Since you said that you always wanted to be in medical and in dentistry, one thing about your job that you enjoy the most?
So I wanted to get into medicine, but I chose dentistry because it kind of gave me that work-life balance. I kind of enjoy the fact that we have a good set of fixed timings for our profession. We're enjoying that. At the same time, we have good time for the family, which is needed for women especially. So it gives me that balance. So I really enjoy that, and that flexibility above anything else.
Yeah, that's true. And since you just mentioned about work-life balance, let's talk about your family. Are you married?
Yes, I am.
Is your spouse also a dentist?
No.
Okay, so what does he do then?
He is an entrepreneur in sports industry. So he deals with athletes for sports products.
And are you interested in sports?
Not at all. I am terrible at it, but yes, I enjoy listening to what he does and looking at what he's doing. It's interesting.
How you guys met?
So we had an arranged meet. His cousin and my cousin were married, and then the families knew each other, and we were in an arranged marriage setup actually.
So how is your experience of marrying a person outside your industry? Because generally we hear doctors marry doctor, but how is your partnership?
I think it's fun because you are not restricting your discussions to implants, root canals, and composites. There's a lot more to discuss about, and I understand what he's doing. He understands a lot of dental terms now.
Wow.
So we have a lot of things to talk about on the contrary. So it increases our exposure to the world. I think that is what is helpful. That's been helpful in our marriage.
Yeah, that's very nice. Do you have kids?
Yes, I do.
Tell us something about them.
So I am blessed with an 8-year-old daughter, and I have a 4.5-year-old son, and they keep me busy on my toes all the time.
Okay, that's very nice. Did you have any siblings?
Yes, I have an elder brother and a younger sister. So we were three of us. We are three of us.
And who you think was or is the naughtiest among all three of you?
I think we were very well-behaved children in general, but if that criteria is to be given, yes, my sister, the youngest.
What are the three things that you have learned from your parents, and you even teach those three things to your kids as well?
I think number one has to be discipline. Not only with respect to your say eating habits, discipline in each and every aspect of life when you're working. Secondly, giving space. That is one important thing which I've learned from them, like giving the right to a child to take his or her own decisions. Of course, you assist them, you guide them, but still giving that space and that respect to your child is equally treating them as a mini individual is what I would say. And yes, the never give up attitude is the third thing which I've learned. Persistence, you can say. So they have taught us these things.
Very inspiring, Doctor.
Thank
Do
you.
you have any mentors?
There are a lot of them, like a lot. It'll be difficult for me to name one, but yes, I've been trained a lot. So there's a list of mentors, and there's a bucket list of mentors waiting, under whom I do want to get trained more.
Okay. You just mentioned that you enjoy work-life balance. How do you manage balancing it so perfectly?
I don't know if I'm doing it perfectly or not, but I'm trying. I think what is really important is time management for women and a discipline to be followed. Otherwise, the whole schedule goes haywire. So we do, all of us, I'm sure, have a fixed routine when our kids go to school. So you have to get up at that time. You have to prepare the breakfast and the food. So you manage accordingly in that limited time, and then you give that amount of time to your work as well. And then when I'm at home, I don't really get into any clinical stuff, or I avoid when my kids are up. I try and give them my maximum time and attention, and I avoid doing anything on my laptop or reading anything about dentistry, especially when they're up. So that is how I try and balance it out.
How do you manage looking like this? Your skin looks so amazing. So any skincare routine that you follow?
I think it's more of a healthy diet that we all are very particular about, getting your multivitamins and omega-3s, and then just moisturize and sunscreen, that's it.
Okay. Doctor, do you teach?
I do teach, yes.
Okay. Which is your favorite topic to teach or take a workshop on?
I teach on ceramic veneers, and I'm extremely passionate about it. And I teach on anterior composites, rubber damology, and even DSLR photography basics.
How does one sign up for a course or workshop by you?
So we have our brochures circulated on Facebook, on WhatsApp groups. Majority of them is reference through my existing participants, also via through someone who is interested. So it's Facebook and it's social media mainly, and WhatsApp.
Most challenging case till date?
There are a couple of them, but I remember this one young girl. She was a 24-year-old, a young newly married girl, and she was just knocked down by a bike at 8:30 in the night. And it was a Saturday night, and she just came in my clinic with her two anteriors intruded inside. So I think the whole it was not in difficulty level, not so difficult, because we just had to slightly pull out the incisors and ligate them and wait. But I think the trauma, the kind of fear that she had, and she was so numb when she came to my clinic.
Yeah.
And then, consoling her that everything's going to be fine. And, when you're so young, you're newly married and something like this happens, it's emotionally and mentally traumatizing. So getting her out of that and then treating her and then pacifying her, I think we were there till 11:30 in the night in the clinic with her. Everything kind of settled, and she's doing great now. But yes, that was one of the things. Apart from the work pressure, it was also getting the patient out of that fear and that trauma.
According to you, what are the top 3 qualities a dentist should have?
I think you need a lot of hard work. Even if you're not skilled, that is fine. Even if you're not talented, that is again fine. But you need to have hard work. You need to have a lot of patience in this profession, and of course persistence. You need to keep on practicing. There is no other way out. You keep on upgrading yourself.
5 things that have changed in the Indian dental industry over the past, let's say, 10 years, 10 to 12 years.
5. So many things which have changed. You can say, firstly, we are all going digital now, as all of us know.
Yeah.
That's a major revolution which is happening. In another 10 years from now, I think all clinics are going to be completely digital. Material wise, also, there is a lot of upgradation. There are a lot of new courses which have come up. It's very easy now for a dentist, for a freshly passed out dentist, to get trained and upgrade, because there is a huge option of conferences and courses and CE courses which are happening consecutively. So I think, yes, these things are, which I would list out, has really changed the whole look of the industry.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. According to you, what is the biggest achievement of your life?
I think I still yet to have to. I need to achieve a lot more, but I think my children,
Yeah.
as of now, yes, giving birth to them, and they are my most prized possessions, obviously.
Okay. And what is your success mantra?
Just get up every morning and work hard. Go for it.
Any advice for young dentists who want to set up their practice or have, recently started in current time?
My advice would be just 3 words: don't give up. It's going to be tough. It is extremely tough for all of us, even for established practitioners as of now. So it is going to be a long road, but just don't give up and continue towards working hard.
So that's really sweet. Since you already mentioned that dancing is on your bucket list, that you want to continue that. Other than that, any one thing you pursue maybe in coming future?
Maybe what you can say is I have a list of locations to travel, a list of places to go trekking on. So somehow, because of the time schedule that we had, we just could not travel that extensively as we would love to. So yes, a list of adventure sports which are pending on my list again, which need to be carried out. So everything total, yes.
What preventive measures are you taking to protect your staff and patients from COVID-19?
So of course, there are PPE kits and air purifier, fumigation, which is fogging, which is happening rather. And we are making sure that we have a good amount of time between 2 appointments. And strictly we are working by appointments. The patient is already given a set of instructions before the patient is coming to our clinic, so they know what is to be expected. And pre-procedural mouth rinses. So everything basically which has been enlisted. And of course, yes, we are also using electric handpieces. We are not avoiding all aerosol generated procedures strictly. So we are trying our best, and all the protocols that have been mentioned are followed by us.
Doctor, any words on your association with Chesa Dental Care?
I started my practice in 2010, and my chair is from Chesa Dental Care. So I still work on that chair. I have 2 chairs. So one of them is from Chesa, and I have never had any major issues. And if there are any technical issues also, the response has been amazing. They quickly come and they help me out if there's any breakdown in the chair. So I think you guys are doing a great job. It's a great service to us as well, and I'm happy to be associated with you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Your views on Chesa Academy?
Yes, I did join in the academy. Actually, it was during this lockdown, and I love the content and the amount of hard work that you guys are still doing. There are a lot of webinars on the academy, and I like the fact that they are saved. None of the webinars have been deleted, and I can go and get access to them as and when I have the time. I go through the topics, and a lot of topics have been covered. So it's nice to see the page being so active. Even now, when the unlock is happening, people are getting back to work. The page is still extremely active. So that's nice to see.
Thank you so much, ma'am. It means a lot to us.
Thank you.
So, we came to the last two questions for the day. A short message for our viewers.
All right. So if you are a dentist, as I said, just stay calm, stay positive, and we will get throughout this period stronger and maybe more cautious, and we will win through this. So just continue giving your best to yourself, practice safe dentistry for your patients and yourself.
Okay, that's so sweet. Your thoughts on 77 question interview? How did you like this concept?
I think it's a very fun concept because normally if we know a colleague or a dentist, we know the person by his professional achievements and commitments. This is something which is including the personal side as well of that person and what he likes, what he or she dislikes.
Yeah.
And it's a very fun concept. I totally enjoyed this whole session.
Thank you so much for coming with us today.
Thank you so much, Sakshi. It's been wonderful and you've been a wonderful host.
Thank you so much, ma'am.